Alright everyone, today I'm going to show you a match in my Italian medium tank, the P43 BIS, or BIS as I'm just going to call it. This is a pretty nice tank. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. This is the Tier 6. I have a gun rammer, the coated optics, and the enhanced gun lane drive to help me speed up the aiming on it because it was a tad slow. It's pretty well armored. The firepower is pretty decent, actually, if you look at it. I got the Canon die 90/42, the best rated cannon for this. So it's deals out quite a bit of power, and I upgraded the engine even though this is still a bit slow, but I am enjoying it, and I just realized that I am eligible for the Tier 7 now, which I will definitely be getting and playing with a little later. I've been enjoying the heck out of the Italian line. You don't actually get the auto-loading capability unless you either buy the Progetto like I did, or you grind yourself all the way up to Tier 8. So this, however, is a pretty sweet tank. I'm going to show you a pretty fun match in it. This was in a series of games I played where I could absolutely do no wrong. I was just out there punishing people with this tank. So anyway, let's get to it. Alright everyone, this is the Redshire map, and we are on the north end headed south, and in a medium I sometimes go over towards the castle, but I'm actually pretty high up as far as the tiers go, so I'm going to go blimp with our heavies and see what we get. So I'm going to put it back in fixed camera, and we're going to sit here for 4 seconds and watch the timer click down, because I probably hit that record button just a wee bit early. So off we go! Oh, excuse me, Mr. Tiger. You know what? I still think these French tanks look like they're wearing a little beret, which I guess kind of fits, but, you know, whatever.
Oui, oui, monsieur. I am wearing my beret.
And now I just instantly lost all of my French viewers, if I've had any. If I do, I apologize. So I like what they did with this map, and I got to see this early, back when it was still all just in the sandbox mode. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sexy. I love the crash blimp. By the way, you can't shoot down that blimp. I've tried. And it's right there. Somebody's heads are just immediately destroyed. And keep an eye on that guy, the M5A1 Storch General Bato. He does some good work in this. I really like the way he was scouting. So anyway, I pop around the corner here, and I immediately see this Hetzer. And so does everybody else. And he just gets rained on, and I got the final shot into him. So there's two Hetzers right there just absolutely friggin' destroyed. And there's Bato right there, and it's already took a shot at me. Bato just going after everything. And I'm going to move in toward what would be the enemy's camp. And I see this Lux moving in on Bato, and so I'm going to try to help him. And I way overguessed how much lead time I needed. And it looks like Bato tracked the dude, but I wasn't able to get him fast enough to save Bato, so sorry, dude. I did like what you did. You're a good scout. So I don't know where everybody is, and I saw something flash up on those hills, but I'm not sure whether it was on the far side or this side. So I'm just like backing back and forth because I'm not sure what where I need to go. But then I start seeing all these guys move up, and that Panzer IV, the BDR, and the P26. And I'm watching them move up, and I'm not seeing anybody take pot shots at them. Except for that P-26 for some reason. That's that ram right there. And I took a shot at the guy, and all I did was track him. And I was about ready for another shot, and the BDR just pulled in front of me. And at this point, I just start pumping rounds into the guy. And even though... Oh, I took a big chunk out of him there, and that was probably my best damage on that guy. And then I hit the rock. And then he pulled back. So I'm going to start moving up, and I'm going to assist the BDR. I see this guy pull out, and I take a shot out of him, and it went way wide. I was so mad. And this guy's just taking round after round, and it's just bouncing. Or, you know, a complete idiot like me is just missing. And in the meantime, that poor BDR is just getting the crap kicked out of it. And then somebody gets that ram before I can move up to help. So I see the P-43 Biz up on the hill, and I got a shot into him and destroyed him. And then in the meantime, our BDR that was just sitting there calmly in a ditch, probably waiting for a repair kit cooldown, took a shot and got destroyed. So I kind of felt bad about that. I should have moved up sooner. So right there, I'm on 3 kills. And I'm coming up on this hillside, and I'm almost sure that most of the team is, the enemy team is either in here or close by. And down goes another one of my teammates. So they now have 2 heavies to our, and 2 mediums, and a TD to our 3 mediums and our 2 SPGs. So I actually thought we were going to, well, I'm thinking, oh man, we're going to lose this because, you know, those are heavies. One of our guys is sitting on the enemy cap. One of the bad guys is now sitting on our cap, and then just drives through it. And then right there is the T-34. It takes a pretty good sized chunk out of me. And then I was waiting for my reload, and then this KV-1 popped up. And of course, I shoot dirt, and he does hit me, but it ricochets or bounces. And I wasn't fast enough to hit him in the soft spot. And then, of course, artillery finds me, and keep an eye on the direction that it's coming from. So right there, my gunner had been injured, so I used the first aid kit on him. And I move up, and I shoot this KV in the rear, and still don't pin him. And I'm like, oh, good gravy, are you kidding me? So this guy starts maneuvering around. He's not really paying attention to me. And I finish him right there. That's kill number 4. And right before I did that, artillery landed another round on me. And then I see that I'm moving around to our cap because that KV-2 is sitting on it. And that's one of the new Warhammer KV-2s. And the Marauder there actually finishes them, so I'm thinking, so good job there. And I'm turning around because I know that TD and that SPG that's just been giving me a hard time is still in the area somewhere, and he's still dropping rounds, but I know he's got to be over in the corner just south of the castle. And this is kind of a sketchy spot because there's a couple of sniping points that you really can't see anybody until it's too late. Also, I'm not going to lie, this Italian P-43 Biz is a pretty tough tank. Now, I'm not sure where that TD is, so I'm going to go up through the castle in case he's hiding up here. And then I see our artillery guy just zooming across the map there. And as soon as he gets to about here, he asks for help. So I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. And I wasn't sure what he was doing. I knew the artillery was in that corner, but I was kind of saving that till I found the TD first. And so I start moving up, and sure enough, I get to a certain spot right here, and he spots the enemy artillery. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm going to get up here and get this. And he shotguns them. So now it's just down to that TD. Now I know, I started looking at the map, and I know that we had at one point one of our guys sitting on the cap who just mysteriously got destroyed. It was that Panzer 4D. So I was pretty sure that the guy was pretty close to their cap and was just playing it cagey. And I started thinking about where I would go if I were playing a TD, and I wanted to keep an eye on my cap. And immediately off to the right is this big thick stand of trees, and I thought, yes, he's in there. He's got to be. So I start moving up. Now keep in mind that you got to have a decent spot. I mean, almost be in their back pocket, and there he is. And I let him have it. That was the last tank, and we won. It was a fun match. Good match in that tank. All right, everyone. I did really well in that match with my Italian P43 Biz. I got 5 kills in that match. This KV1 gave me a run for my money. I just kept hitting him over and over again, and we would bounce. And finally got him with one really good shot. So that was okay. Same with the P43. This Ram gave me a hard time too. The thing's pretty tough, and I wasn't the only one having problems bouncing rounds off of it. And somebody else got him, bless their hearts. And then this Hetzer was basically a one-shot for me. There was another tank in my team. I think it was... I want to say it was this P43 right here that got him first, and then I finished him off. And then the Lux, whatever you want to call that, went after our spotter, who did a really good job. And he was the gentleman in the M5A1, General Bato, who did some really good scouting. It was a really good team. He did a good job, and I tried to save him, and I was just a little bit too late. And then finally, the M881 was my final victim, so to speak, and he actually got a couple good shots into me. I forgot how fast those things fire. So anyway, I did 993 points of damage. Not that great, but with the 5 kills and running around like a maniac trying to get all the bases covered, I don't think that's too bad. I did get my fire for effect. I did get my fighter for destroying 4 or 5 vehicles in one battle, and Mastery Badge 3rd class. And I thought I was going to be top damage until I saw that 993, and I was correct. And it's the Tiger 131 who must have been out there plinking a little bit of everything. Same with our artillery. But I did get, I did get the top number of kills, and I did get a pretty nice chunk of change, but a lot of that went to repair because I got slammed around, and I used a lot of ammunition in that match. So it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the match.